Hey guys, it's Matt. I have a lot of people that ask me a question. I hear this time and time again. How much money should I be spending in my Facebook ads? How much money should I spend in my online marketing, whether it's Google, YouTube, Facebook, whatever? How much money should I be spending? Let me go ahead and show you something that I found out through analyzing thousands of campaigns, working on multi-million-dollar campaigns, building millions of fans on pages. Listen, I'm the guy behind the pages on so many pages that you probably follow and things, I know so many of you follow these pages. So I want to break down what I call the hustle versus ad dollars, how you should put together your digital marketing strategy and how you should approach your digital marketing. So I'm going to walk through this. I'm going to take you through this session, and I do this session with a lot of clients, people that come in and ask the same question. So follow along, and I'm going to give you the steps to analyze this for your own business. So number one, we want to talk about the hustle. I talk about that time in hours per month. Everything on this chart is per month. So this is time in hours. This is the hustle. 300 hours. If you're working 300 hours per month, you're hustling. I mean, that is the definition of definitely hustling. And also, this doesn't take into consideration buying other people's time. This is you. This is you physically creating blog posts, you creating content, creating videos, putting stuff online, managing social media, connecting with people on social media, liking other people's pages, engaging with their content, meeting people online, going to networking events, everything. This is your monthly hustle. Here's your ad dollars. Starting off at $10, going all the way up to say $10,000 a month. You can put a zero on the end of it. You could put 2 zeros on the end of it if you really want to. You could say that's $1 million a month in ad spend. And you're like, oh, no one spends $1 million in advertising. I did. For 6 years, I spent millions of dollars in advertising. So people do spend millions of dollars in advertising, and I was running campaigns for that. So let's talk a little bit about this chart. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line here. This is the money line. So I'm going to call this the money line. The closer you can get to the money line, the more money you are going to make for your business. Again, this is your time being spent. This is your ad dollars being spent, and this is your money line. Now also, this takes into consideration, one, that your time is being spent intelligently, and two, that your ad dollars are being spent intelligently. If you're misplacing funds, if you're misplacing time, then yeah, you're not going to be successful. But let's just assume that your time is being spent smartly and your ad dollars are being spent smartly. Also, let me take a quick second and plug our academy. Go ahead and click the link. We have specials where you can jump into our academy, learn how to spend your time wisely, learn how to spend your ad dollars wisely, and learn how to do these things effectively. We do weekly calls and so forth. So be sure to jump into our academy. You're going to learn how to do all this stuff and apply this. But back to this now. This is your money line. So in terms of your hustle, and here, let's go ahead and say, if you're working 300 hours a week, that's insane on your business. 160 is like 40 hours a week for 4 weeks. So let's say you're right here. Let me explain where you would be if you're right there. So you're pretty far from the money line. This distance to the money line is pretty far. So you could be hustling 160 hours, but you're only spending like $10 in advertising. So you're only spending $10 a month in advertising. You're not going to be close to the money line. You're not going to be where you want to be. So in terms of 160 hours, say you're doing the blog posts, you're showing up for webinars, you're doing the work, you're effectively managing and hustling and really working your business, meeting people, adding people on Facebook. Listen, so many people say to me, hey Matt, where do I get started? I don't have a lot of money to advertise. I don't have a lot of money to get started. I'm going to say, hey, get started here, work 10 hours, work, 10, 20 hours, and go and add people on Facebook. Go and, just find people who might be interested in your product and connect with them. Ask them questions, talk to them, get to know them. Social media, the word social is in social media because you have to be social. You can't just put stuff online and expect, everything's just going to happen for you. Or the other way, so getting started, spend 10 hours adding people on social media and spend $10 in advertising. That'll put you right on the money line. You will be making money. Go and spend 10 hours. Like, listen, you could spend 10 hours going and adding people on social media, just talking to them, engaging with them, talking to them, asking them questions, If they are your best customers and you're spending $10 in, say, retargeting or remarketing, if they go to your website and they see an ad with a great offer, they're gonna take it. So you spent 10 hours and $10 and you could make a sale. So for those of you that are saying, oh, I need to spend 160 hours and I gotta hustle, you're gonna be up here. You're gonna be so far from that money line. Or on the other side, I need to spend, this is 5,000, but let's say 500 is right here on this line. Say I wanna spend $500, but you're putting in no time. You're putting in like 10 hours of time. Look how far away you are from the money line. Again, the closer to this money line is the more profit you're making for your business. So if you're here, you spend $500 in advertising on Facebook, but you're spending literally no time on your business, you're gonna be so far off. Now listen, you're saying, oh Matt, your equation doesn't work if I'm spending $10,000 and whatnot. You're still making money. You're still going to be making money if you're out here. But listen, you need to be up in this range. Like the most profit is gonna be like right there. You're spending like $7,000 to $10,000 a month in advertising, whatever that number looks like for your business. You're spending bank in advertising. That is banking. You're spending money, you're buying people's time, you're really leveraging time correctly. You're up here, you're banking. You are on it. That's crushing it right there. So you need to be a good balance between the hustle, and again, when you get up to that type of level, you're buying other people's time. Maybe these numbers look different. Maybe these numbers look different. This is just for an example, a visualization of how you should be spending your time. So let's go back. So many people are like, well, I only have like, $10 to spend or $300 to spend, blah, 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 whatever people complain about. Here, you could spend 10 hours adding people, connecting with them, making them feel like, hey, maybe Matt's got something that can help me. I spend that time, I connect with people. I spend that 10 hours effectively connecting with people because again, my business is about people. It's not necessarily about the product, it's about making a connection with people. People come on and buy my products and buy into our academy because of what we do and how we connect with them. They don't just go and buy because like, oh, that looks cool. I'm just gonna go and waste money and spend money on something. That's not how it works. People make a connection with us. So if you wanna feel a connection with us, if you wanna get connected with us, connect with us. Like hit us up, connect with us, get that connection. Let's get on a call. Let's get you on a call with one of our people. Let's get that connection going because we are going to force you to level up in your business. We're gonna force you to climb this ladder. All right, so let's talk about climbing the ladder. Let's talk about that real quick. So here, you can operate in here, let's say like 40 hours. So say you hit like 40 hours here. You're spending like 40 hours a month on your business and starting to move along and you're hitting like right on the money line. You're spending like 500 bucks a month. You're just hitting it. People are, showing up for your webinars. You're connecting with people, like, spending some time and, feeling that connection. You're getting connected with your people and, just starting to get into that rhythm and start feeling that rhythm. You need to start scaling up, but you don't scale up the hustle or you don't scale up the ad dollars, you scale them up together. So you're gonna wanna move up to about there. Once you start moving up to here, that's 160 hours. So 160 hours is 40 hours a week. You're working 40 hours a week on your business. Say you're spending about $5,000 a month in advertising. That's a pretty typical place that I see with a lot of my clients, spending about $5,000 to build their audience and build their business and build their presence. Spend about $5,000 a month, somewhere around there. It's a good place to get to. You might be 3-6 months away from there. If you're already there, awesome. We need to take you from here to here. If you're having problems getting from here to here, that's what our academy does. If you're having problems getting from here to here, that's what our academy does. If you're here and you're having problems getting to a well-balanced advertising campaign between hustling, creating content, and understanding how to create content, understanding like how to get people attracted in. Listen, we have people who watch my YouTube videos, people who watch videos on Facebook, people that say, hey Matt, I saw something online and it really triggered some thoughts in my head. I need to come in and work with you. And those people are people that are, down here at zero, making $0, 0 cents, and down here at zero. And we have people here and here. We have people here that are like, take us up higher. We can do that too. It's going to take more time. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to take a lot of strategy. We're going to have to figure out what it's going to take to go from here and up, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in advertising. It's going to take about 6 months of us really digging in to crank it for you. But my point here is you are somewhere on this spectrum. I don't want you to be spending 160 hours every single month working on your business, just digging in and not spending any money in advertising. Then on the other side, I don't want you up here spending $5,000 or more in advertising, but you're not working on your business. You're not creating content. You're not connecting with people. People aren't feeling that connection with you. There's so many people out there in the world who want to feel connected. Everything that we do is the emotional connection of digital advertising through, the internet to connect with your end user. If you're not connecting with your user, I don't care what you're selling, if it's furniture, if it's markers, if it's lights, if it's cameras, if it's information, if it's your time, if it's whatever it is that you're selling, it does not matter. You need to make a connection with people. If you are unable to connect with them emotionally, you are unable to sell to them effectively. So where we need to be is someplace between spending your time and hustling and where your ad dollars are. Again, this is just for, basically just to give you an idea, but I map this out basically like I work. So I'm somewhere up in here. I spend my time and I try to balance my ad dollars. I try to balance my time. I try to balance everything together to move along this money line. Because again, the closer you are to your money line, the more sustainable your business is going to be, the more profit you're going to make, the better connection you're going to have with people, the more people are going to want to buy again and again and again from you. Because again, on the other side, if people are coming in and buying, say they're buying here, you're spending money in advertising, they're buying, but they're not feeling that connection to you because you're not spending the time on your business. I've worked with clients before. I had this one client, he was not working at all, like up in this area, like spending tens of thousands of dollars in advertising, but not spending any time on his business. I would message him and be like, hey, what's going on today? Oh, I'm getting a haircut. I'm getting a haircut today. Big day. Big day for me. I'm like, are you gonna work at all? No. Today I'm getting a haircut. So that's the world that some of these people live in. They just spend money and they're not working on their business. They're not hustling. That's not a sustainable business model. You could be making money. Not to say that this person is not making money. It's not sustainable. It's not growing. You're not moving along this money line. You can keep spending and this can go out forever. This can go on forever. And you're getting further and further away from your money line. You're getting further and further away from building a sustainable business where people are feeling a connection with you. They're feeling that connection. The time that that person was really crushing it in their business is when they're spending more time. So, being more in this area, spending more time, not spending that much time, but spending more time. So they were more in here. And as their time starts fading away, their profit and sustainability and, growth and momentum and income and everything started falling off. And staff start quitting and, people stop paying attention. And the likes on social media start declining. It's not from the ad spend's still there, but the likes are declining because the emotion and the feeling and the connection starts falling off. So case in point, you can spend millions of dollars in advertising, but if you're not spending the time and investing and continuing to invest in the time, invest in connecting with people, you're gonna fall off your money line. When you start falling off your money line, sustainability starts falling off. People's attention rate starts falling off. People's interaction starts falling off. People stop showing up. People stop engaging. Your likes start diminishing, and your momentum suspends, and you start into a decline. And then when you get here, spending more money, more money, isn't going to be what's going to get you back onto your money line. It's got to be hustle. It's got to be time. It's got to be effort. So it's hard to get back onto the money line once you fall into one of these two. It's not impossible, but you can get back on track. Point here is, at the end of the day, Matt, what should I take away from this? Work 10 hours, spend $10, move up a little bit. Work 20 hours, spend $100, move up a little bit. Spend $500, work 60 hours on this thing. And this could be one campaign. Maybe it's not your entire business. This could just be one campaign you're working on or one area of your business. And just move up slowly. Don't go like super fast saying like, oh, I'm gonna take out my credit card, I'm gonna spend like $30,000 in a single day and it's gonna be amazing. That's not gonna work. You need to work on the hustle, work on making that connection with people, work on spending the time, work on connecting with people. Because again, people are gonna buy you. They're not buying the thing that you're selling. It doesn't matter what you're selling, people are gonna buy you. They're gonna buy your story, they're gonna buy, why you do what you do. They're gonna buy your business, they're gonna buy your mission statement, they're gonna buy your employees, they're gonna buy into that. Maybe it's just not one sale. Maybe we're talking about recurring, like the recurring sales for your business, right? Think about it that way. Think about it in the sense of the lifetime value of your customer. Maybe somebody comes in and they buy one time, but if they don't feel that connection, if they don't feel a great customer service, if they don't feel like you're there for them and really connecting with them and loving the business and loving your product, listen, they could go into your office and see your staff just sitting around like not paying attention to them and not, engaging with the customers. That could be the hustle line. That could be your staff slacking off in the location, whether it's a restaurant or, a customer service-based business or something that, is front-facing, retail, whatever that could be. If your staff is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, you could be spending money and bringing people in, but your staff is not creating that lifetime value for that customer. They don't feel connected to them. When they come in, why do you think at some restaurants, they're like, hey, welcome to whatever. It's feeling a connection. They learned by saying that, those people end up coming in more. You need your people to come back more. You need referrals. You need people to say, hey, that Matt guy, he hustles. That Matt guy, you need to go and work with him because he pushes hard. You've never heard somebody say, oh, you need to go work with that realtor because they spend a lot of money in advertising. That's not a referral. That's not how that works. People refer real estate people because they hustle. Hey, I hired that realtor to sell my house, and that guy was like there on Saturday and Sunday and just crushing it. That person busted their tail, and also I see him all over the place. I see him on billboards, I see him all over. That person's hustling. They're right on the money line. They hustle, they work, they got the money out there, they're right on the money line. They're hitting referrals, people are coming back, and that is a successful real estate person. That's a successful salesperson. That's a successful, car salesman, whatever it is. That is success. It's a balance between hustle and your ad dollars being spent. So those of you who are coming in and asking me, Matt, how much money should I spend in advertising? I want to know where you are on the hustle line. I want to know where you are and how close you are to the money line in your time versus your ad dollars being spent. Keep it on the money line and then we can start ramping up, but I'm going to need you to ramp up your efforts. More blog posts, more posting online, more connections with people. Get your page involved, your personal page. Start adding people, start connecting with people in groups. Some of my best customers have been multimillionaires who go in and connect with people. They take the time out of their day to connect with people. Listen, you have time. Everybody has time. I don't want to hear a single person say, Matt, I don't have the time of the day to respond to people. That's why I hire and employ people. That's cool. As long as they're staying on it and they're doing things the right way and you have great employees that are doing this, that's fine. That's fine. But for me, I can't trust every single person to do what it is that they need to do. I need to be on the hustle line. I need to be on them to make sure it's getting done right. If you take a step back, you're going to see them slacking off. They don't have the same invested interest as you. Not to get too much into, entitlement and so forth, but, people just, no one's going to work as hard as you. No one's going to care as much as you do in your business. So care. Put in the effort. It's not just about the ad dollars. It's not just about the hustle. It's about putting them two together and staying on your money line. So hopefully that helps you. Please share this out as much as you can because people need to know. Like share this with your clients. Share this message with them because it's not about the ad dollars. It's not about the hustle. It's about how the two go together to stay on your money line. So keep it up, guys. Again, join our academy. You can go click the link, sign up, get started for free. We have promotions going on all the time. Get on our list. Learn from us. Learn from us. We want to take you from here to here and here to here and here to here and on beyond. That's what we want for you. Let's make that connection and let's work on that. All right. We will see you on our next call. And every single week we have our calls. So we'll see you on there. We'll be working on your campaigns. We'll be working in your business. We will see you in there. All right. Be awesome today, guys.